If you ask the European Parliament, they'd say it should be one of the lead candidates that the groups put forward before the election, the so-called SPITZENKANDIDAT system. That's a whole bunch of people, but essentially it would mean the nominees of one of the three biggest groups. So Manfred Weber from the European People's Party, that's the center-right group, Franz Timmermans from the Party of European Socialists, that's the center-left, or Margaret Vestager from the liberal ALDE group, where President Macron is now sitting. But if you ask the EU leaders of national governments, they would say they should be able to pick whoever they want because they don't agree with this Spitzenkandidat system. It was only used for the first time in the last election in 2014. The idea is that the public should have a role in picking the next European Commission president because they should be able to see who the candidates are during the election and cast their vote on groups accordingly. But many leaders, including French President Emmanuel Macron, say this is kind of false democracy because voters didn't actually know who these candidates were. It's very difficult to get this campaign out to the public. And he says he's for more democracy in the process, but not this particular Spitzenkandidat system. And the reason this special summit was called just a few weeks ago by European Council President Donald Tusk is that they kind of want to get a leg up on the parliament. Obviously, it's only been 2 days since the election, and there hasn't been enough time for the parliament to be able to determine which of these Spitzenkandidaten would be able to get a majority vote in the parliament. And the thinking is, if that tonight they come out of this summit with a couple of names, a short list, basically they just want to assert their power as the 28 national leaders to be able to pick whoever they want. And the thinking here in Brussels is that who they want is Michel Barnier, the EU's chief Brexit negotiator. The problem is that he wasn't a Spitzenkandidat, a lead candidate during the election, and the parliament has said they will not confirm anyone who wasn't running during the election, and they do need, whoever is nominated needs a majority vote of the parliament. So we may be heading toward an institutional power struggle between the European Council of 28 national leaders and the European Parliament.